Welcome to day one of my guided stick mobility program. This program is 4 weeks long and we have 3 workouts each week. The first workout of the week is always going to be upper and or lower body. Day 2 will always be groundwork and day 3 is all about balance. For this first week, we are going to be almost exclusively using 2 sticks, and I'll leave a link in the description below for where you can get your sticks along with a discount code. For today's workout, we are strengthening core and hips while also stretching the upper body. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, like this video, and be sure to come back to this stick mobility program for day 2. So grab your 2 sticks. I am using my long sticks. You can use shorter ones if that's what you have available. And we're just going to start with those sticks, pressing down maybe 10-15%. It doesn't have to be a lot. You want to have your hands between your chest and your chin. And we're going to just start by working into the ankles. I'm going to come 3/4 ways so you can see my feet a little bit better, because sticks are pretty much right in line with those toes. So you're just going to lift your heels up. Let's go for 10 here. 3. If you feel any clicks or pops, that's okay as long as it's not painful. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now you're going to press those sticks down, still about 10-15%. I want you to think about lifting your toes. This is actually harder than it looks, but it's a good thing to practice because it helps strengthen the knees. And it's not really a movement we generally do in life, but it is helpful to be working on. Let's go for 3 more, 2, and 1. And because you have these sticks here, you have lots more stability, right, than if you were without the sticks trying to do that. You might get a little bit wobbly. But that's why we have these 2 sticks for this whole first week, to really have that extra stability. So we're going to get into some ankle circles really quickly. Again, doing 10 in each direction, so lift those heels and go around in a circle. If you want to do 1 at a time, that's totally fine too. You're just using these sticks right now as an extra element of stability. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. We're going to go the other direction. I'm going to face forward for you to see it from that angle. We don't think about our ankles or our feet very often. They're just way down there, but they do so much for us. And so even just a little bit of a warm-up is a really big help. It gives us better range to get into a deeper squat. It also helps make sure that we don't get injured and that everything feels right. It also really improves balance and posture and our gait. So ankles and feet are really important. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Go ahead and press the tops of your toes down. You can use those sticks again just to give you a little extra support. So we're just kind of plantar flexing the feet to give it a little bit of the opposite of what we were doing, lifting those heels, right? Dorsiflexing. So now moving up into the hips. Feet are about hip width apart. Sticks are about hip width apart. They're kind of right in front of those toes. Find a nice soft bend in your knees. You're in a little baby horse stance. And I want you to think about pushing those hips out side to side. All right, I got a little bit of an adjustment. Going for 10 here on each side. Oof. So this one, especially if you're sore, it's a great feeling to get a little stretch in here. 5 more. It's nice and gentle. And again, it's something that we don't really think about doing, even though we do maybe spend a lot of time into one hip and not the other. So it's really nice to find that awareness in both sides. Now, still in that baby horse stance, you're going to tuck your pelvis under Squeeze your glutes and then release. I'll do 5 facing forward and 5 to the side. So you can really see that what your goal is, right? You're really trying to tuck that pelvis under. Tuck under and then release and allow your back to arch as much as is comfortable. Squeeze, release. One more. And now coming back to that neutral position, still in that little baby horse stance, we're going to go in a great big circle all the way around. Try to keep your head in the same place. You're not trying to bob up and down. You want to keep that bend in your knees as you go around so you really feel this throughout that hip line. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Going the other direction. Turn forward again. Going this way. Making sure to breathe. Just really waking up the hips, getting them ready for some work. Three more. And relax. You're going to bring those sticks a little bit wider. So they're at about 11 and 1 o'clock. Bring your feet in closer. They don't have to be touching, but they certainly can be. So now I want to make sure that I have that beautiful arc, the line that your arm naturally makes. So the stick, the bottom ends of the stick will come in just a little bit so that you can have your arms naturally straight and able to open up. So you can really see that kind of line when I open my arms like this. So bringing those sticks so that they're maybe just about 6 inches away from either foot, just barely ahead of those toes. You're going to bring your hands to about chin to eyeball height, and you're pushing those sticks down, maybe 20-30%. I want you to really just notice that as soon as you try to pack your shoulders down, push those sticks into the ground, naturally the core engages, the glutes engage. So we're just doing this right here. Let's turn some things on, right? That's what we're here for. So press those sticks down, shoulders are packed down, glutes turn on, grip turns on, core turns on. You'll feel that little zipper zipping up to your breastbone. And then relax, take a second, breathe. Here we go. Pushing those sticks down. Notice how things turn on. The more we do this and the more comfortable we are with engaging these muscles, the more likely they are to engage when we need them. So it's always a great idea to start by just getting a little bit of engagement before you do a workout. Pushing those sticks down into the ground, squeeze those glutes, grip. The more you grip, the more you will feel the core turn on also. And relax. 2 more here. Grip and press down. 1 more. Grip. Press those sticks down. Feel all of your body literally turn on as you're trying to push down into the ground. And release. You can shake those hands out. Take a second. We're going to add on here. So in this same basic position, I want you to think about spreading the earth with your feet. I talk about this a lot in my club bell videos and other videos. You're just going to think about pressing your feet down into the ground and then outward. So as you do this, you'll feel the inner thigh come forward. You might feel your knees try to point outward. That's totally fine. They're not going really far, but you're also engaging your glutes every single time you spread the earth. So I'm just going to show you not spreading the earth with my feet, spreading the earth with my feet. All of a sudden, this area closes up and you cannot see the hole anymore because my glutes have engaged and I'm pulling my thighs forward. So not spreading the earth, spreading the earth. So we're just going to add on spreading the earth to this same basic drill right here. Pushing those sticks down into the ground. Let's start with that. Push them down. Oh, glutes want to turn on. And now I'm going to add that spread, and all of a sudden everything is much stronger. And release. We're only holding for 3 to 5 seconds here. 4 more. Press those sticks down. Spread the earth with your feet. And hold. Make sure you're still breathing. You don't need to hold your breath even though you're holding all of this engagement. And release. 3 more. So you'll notice your feet don't need to turn outward, but if you want to try it, that push down, if you were standing in sand, your feet might turn outward, but we're not standing in sand, we're standing on ground, which should give you a little bit more feedback. So pushing those sticks down into the ground, spreading the earth with your feet, making sure to breathe here. So you can hold on to all of this engagement, especially the core. It wants to let go as soon as it can, right? Anytime you can get some other element of your body to engage, and release. 2 more. Press those sticks down into the ground. Squeeze and spread the earth with your feet. It helps your lats turn on. It makes your shoulders come back down even further, away down from your ears, and release. 1 more. Press the sticks down. Now we're probably going 30-40% here. And spread the earth with your feet. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Whew. Already warming up. So again, we're going to add on just a little bit. Bringing those feet together. Sticks are in that same place about 11 to 1 o'clock. You're going to push those sticks down into the ground, spread the earth with your feet, and now open those arms as wide as is comfortable for you. And we're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1, and pushing those sticks down into the ground to come back to close, and then you release everything else. So all of a sudden, your back is working too, your whole arm line is working. Really, this becomes a full body exercise. And all we're doing is holding some sticks, but it is a lot. So it's a great mini warm up if you're ever in a hurry and you just want to get everything going. This one move kind of does a whole lot. So pushing those sticks down into the ground, spreading the earth with your feet, and slowly, gently open up. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and pushing those sticks down into the ground to come back to center. So you might feel like you're pushing a little bit a little bit more. It might be now 40 to 50%. That's totally fine. You don't have to give it everything you've got, but as we continue through the workout, you will notice you're using more effort to push these sticks into the ground, either because it makes your body engage more or because you need that extra support. Either way, that's why we have these sticks, because they do so much for us. So here we go, we've got 2 more. Pushing those sticks down into the ground, and if you need to adjust the sticks at all, because they might kind of walk a little bit on your mat, feel free. Make sure you're feeling like you're in the right place before you get started. So taking time to set up is always really helpful. Pushing those sticks down into the ground, shoulders packed down, spread the earth with your feet. Notice that your core and your glutes engage, and as you push down, open up. If you have any kind of shoulder restriction, you'll probably feel it trying to get into this position. So you don't need to get as wide as I am right now. You can always make it a little bit smaller to whatever feels right for you today, right? You're going to challenge yourself and see how you can open up that range by trying to get to whatever your end range is today. Let's go for 1 more. Push those sticks down into the ground. Spread the earth with your feet and open up those arms. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pushing those sticks down as you come back to center. Whew. Shake it out. Take a second. We're going to set up the sticks a little bit closer, and this is totally up to you. You can move the sticks out further if you'd like to, but we're getting into internal and external hip rotation. So if you don't have a lot of hip rotation, keep the sticks pretty close together because you're still doing the work, right? Even if you can reach your foot out really wide, you don't have to do that. We just want to be working. So I like this mat, this suspension mat. There's a link in the description of all of my videos for where you can get it along with a discount code if you like that. It has a little measuring tape on it so I can really see where I'm putting the sticks or my feet, and it just gives me another frame of reference, which I feel is really helpful. So when I'm using these sticks for this particular move, the sticks are about 8 to 10 inches in front of my feet. And then I'm going to bring the bottom ends closer in so that I have that nice arm arc again. My feet are together, and those sticks are at about 1 and 11, right? So here, I'm pushing those sticks down. Probably as we go, it's going to get to like 50-60%. You're going to lift one knee up. So now the sticks are here for balance, and you're just going to try and tap the stick with the outside line of your foot. Tap and tap, and come back down. So that's the internal and external rotation of the hip, right? But already we have one foot in the air, so we have a little bit less balance happening, or we're working our balance really, but we're using these sticks to give us extra control, and it gives us a goal, right? So as I push the sticks down into the ground, I lift the other hip, externally rotating. I just want to get that foot to touch the stick. If it can go further, great, but already this, I feel it. I feel it through the whole leg, coming back to center and over to the other side. I can feel like I'm coming back to center, drop that down, like I might be getting a little wavy. So take a breath. We have 5 more on each side. Pushing those sticks down into the ground, lift that knee up, external rotation, internal rotation, 3, 4, 5, and back. Press the sticks down into the ground, other side. Now our sides are not equal, right? We usually have a dominant and a weaker side. That is true for everything. Here we go. This, my right side, is my dominant side, but my hips are usually really tight, so I am feeling this. And then over to the other side, back to center. Whew. This is number 3 on my left. Just holding in this position feels like a lot of work, especially on my left side. So the goal is to keep that knee at least at hip height. If that is too difficult, you can always bring it lower, but that definitely the goal is to work on bringing it to where you can maintain. Right, I'm going to show you from the side. Sticks point down, feet are together. I'm going to lift that leg. Ooh, push those sticks down to maintain control. Back to center, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. This is number 4. Externally rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to center. Internal rotation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down. Taking a breath, shaking out your hands if you need to. We've got 2 more on each side here for a total of 6. Lift up, press, external rotation, 4 and 5. Internal rotation. Back to center. So you'll notice, if the sticks are really wide, this makes it really hard. You don't need the sticks to be far away from your body. If you need more stability, you can actually bring them closer to you and have that 90-degree bend in your elbows. Say like this, right? You just want to have the sticks in front of you just a little bit so that your foot will hit them. But if you need that extra stability, feel free to come into this kind of position because this feels really strong and steady. Anytime you have those arms extended as far out as possible, it's going to be a little bit harder work. So here we go. Last one on each side, and then we get to add on. Up, external rotation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to center. Internally rotate for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Last time here. Externally rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Center. Internal rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a breath. Take a second. I'm going to stay in this sideways position because I think it's really helpful for you to see how I'm moving. But we're adding on to that. So we're doing a little bit of a variation where we do that internal-external rotation with taps. And then we're going to extend our leg straight forward and then straight back. We're only doing 3 on each side of these. So here we go. Feet are together. Sticks are at 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Pushing those sticks down probably 60% as we get into this. So knee comes up. Tap. Tap. Come back to center. Oh, this is the hardest thing in the world for me, I think. Bend that knee. Push back. As you push back into that airplane, allow your hands to push forward, allow the sticks to move forward, and then you come back. Other side. Knee comes up. External rotation. Internal rotation. Back to center. Straight out in front. Try to keep that back up straight. And then bend the knee. Kick back into an airplane. Posting leg will have a nice soft bend in it. Back up to center. 2 more just like that. Here we go. Knee up. Externally rotate. Internally rotate. Back to center. Extension. Bend that knee. And extend out. Thinking about keeping that toe pointing down towards the ground. And down. Doing great. Definitely feeling warm already. Here we go. Knee up. Externally rotate. Tap that stick. Center. Tap the other stick. Center. Extend that leg out front. Try to maintain that straight back. Bend your knee. Kick back into an airplane. Last one on each side here. Hips are feeling this. Here we go. Knee up. Tap. And tap. Forward extension. And back extension. And down. Last one of these. Okay. Knee up. Tap. Tap. Back to center. Extension. And extension. Back to center. Take a second. Whew. I don't know if you can hear my hips pop in the video, but they are always popping when I do that. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. I'm just aware that I have really tight hips and I have weak hips. So this is something that I need to be working on, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys. Grab some water, take a breath. That can be a lot. We're going to move into a lateral lunge. So you're going to have your feet facing pretty wide, just as wide as is comfortable, so that if you didn't have the sticks, you'd still feel pretty good about bending one knee and getting into this lateral lunge. Right? Again, I don't know if you can hear my hips, but they're popping away. So we're going to have these sticks on the instep of both feet. So just on that inside line, you want to have your feet facing forward. So you're only going to make that stance as wide as you can stay facing forward. So reaching it probably about head height here. You're going to bend into each knee. So we're actually strengthening these lateral lunges. And we're going to be opening up the chest and the armpits into the back. So starting out with a lateral lunge, bend into one knee. You're using these sticks really just to give you security and stability, right? As you bend. And then we're going to go to the other side. Just feel what that's like. And back up. Bend. And back up. Bend. Back up. One more. Bend. You can push those sticks down into the ground every time you want to come back up because they give you that little assist. So now, we're in the same position, we're just adding on here. So you're going to bend one knee. And now I want you to bring that same side hand across your body. So push that shoulder forward, push that back arm backward. Just as much as is comfortable. Bring the arms back, come back to center. Other side. Bend that knee. Front arm crosses across your body. Back arm tries to open up behind you. Try and push that shoulder forward. Bring those arms back to center. And come up. Your hands may slide down the sticks. Totally fine. We're just going to readjust each time. Bend into that knee. And making that little X as you shimmy that shoulder forward. Really feeling a nice thoracic rotation as we do these. Here we go. Ooh, that was a big pop. One more on each side. So you'll feel that great spinal twist, but you also feel a lot in your arm lines. So finding that, plus you're in a lunge, so of course you feel that part. Oof, I feel like I'm getting a little bit further than when I first started. Sticks come back, push yourself up, bend that knee, and create that X. Bring those sticks back and push yourself up. Whew. So now we're going to open up the chest in this same basic position. So there's a little bit of time we're spending in and out of a lateral lunge. So your hips again are saying hello. So we're gonna bend into one knee, keeping those arms pretty close to you, right? And now as you bend to wherever your end range is that you feel safe in, now I want you to think about opening those sticks. Really opens up the chest. Come back to center, other side. Again, if the sticks are moving at all, just readjust every time we come back to center. Bend that knee. Sticks are holding in place to keep you steady. And now open up as far as you can. Bring the sticks back. Come back to center. 2 more on each side here. Bend that knee. Open up. Bring the sticks back in. Back to center. Bend the other knee. And open. Whew. Still thinking about trying to keep my shoulders down. I don't want them up by my ears. Bring those sticks back around. Whew. 1 more on each side. Bend into that lunge. My lunge is getting a little lower too. And open up. Yes, that front stick does come across the foot in this position, but your leg is there to keep it from just falling off or anything, and you're holding on to it. Here we go. Last one of these. Bend that knee. Roll those sticks open to open up the chest. Push those sticks down into the ground. Come back to center. Walk your feet in together. Shake it out. Because we are using grip strength here, every time we push these sticks down into the ground, your hands might feel this too, right? So make sure you give them a little bit of love, even if it's just a little shake at the end. So we get into some really serious core work. It's also grip, but it's a lot of engagement. You're bringing your feet to about hip width apart. Again, this is why I dig this mat, because it just tells me exactly where the lines should be so I know where my feet should go. I'm going to bring those sticks to about 12 o'clock. So I want them kind of in line with both of my feet. And again, I'm pushing those sticks down into the ground, so they might have a little bit of that forward angle so that they're closer to my feet. And you're just going to find a nice little soft bend in your knees. You're in that little baby horse stance. Shoulders are packed down. Sticks are about face height, somewhere between your shoulders and your eyes. And you're just pushing those sticks down into the ground. I want you to think about tucking that pelvis under and keeping your hips facing forward. So as you push down, we're going to hold here for 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. Lifting the sticks up, we're going to take them over to the side just a little bit. So if this is 12 o'clock, I'm going to bring the sticks over to, I think this is 11-ish and 10-ish, something like that. Keeping my hips facing forward. I don't want to turn here. I'm going to stay facing forward. Just the arms are moving. Find that nice soft bend. Little baby horse stance. Bring the sticks into wherever is comfortable for you. And again, you don't want your shoulders way up here, so pack those shoulders down. If your hands need to move down a little bit on the sticks, that's totally fine. Tuck that pelvis in, press those sticks down. Breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ease off. You're really going to notice the lats firing here as we go one more degree over to the side. So if that was 10 and 11, this is angling for 9 and 10. But I'm still trying to keep my hips facing forward, right? I don't want to do this. Knees face forward, toes face forwards, hips face forward, tuck that pelvis under, press those sticks down into the ground, core fires, lats are on, here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ease off. Whew. So you're pressing down pretty much as you possibly can. We're going to bring these sticks back to 12 o'clock because we got to go to the other side. Definitely making me sweat though. So pushing those sticks down, find that nice soft bend in your knees, tuck that pelvis under. Press for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bringing those sticks over to the side, let's say 1 and 2 o'clock-ish. Still thinking about already, my hip wants to turn this way. So now the weaker side has to maintain, right? My left side is working a little harder to stay facing forward. I'm going to bring my hand a little lower so that I'm not way up here by my chin. Find that soft bend, tuck that pelvis, press down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ease off. Here we go. One more. As far to the side as is comfortable and that you can maintain. Because again, this is always something you can practice and work towards getting further and further. There's no place you have to be, but all of this work is helping you get to places you want to be and that maybe you haven't been in a while. In that nice little horse stance, tuck your pelvis under, pressing those sticks forward or pressing those sticks down while facing forward. Here we go. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, ease off. Shake it out. Everything starts to turn on when you get that core turn on. So it's always really important to be working on core strength because that will help with balance, that will help with stability. You know, core is kind of a big deal. It's like most of our body. This whole middle bit is really important. So getting to move into a little bit of a cool down. We're going to do a hip hinge monkey hang. So I'll show you kind of from a 3/4 position, still using 2 sticks. I love this particular stretch because you really feel how much it stretches all through the arm line, down the lateral line of the body. But also because I have these 2 sticks, I get to go only as much as I feel comfortable. So I'm bringing those sticks to right in line with my toes, basically. And I'm going to reach up as high as I feel is comfortable for me. And then you're going to bend your knees and try and push your butt back. So you don't need to have a crazy arc in your back, right? But you're just thinking, pushing that butt back so now you're hanging. And those sticks can be right by your hips, right by the side of the body. I'm even lifting my heels off the ground so that I get a deeper hang. And if at any point this is uncomfortable, just set those heels down, push your body back up just a little bit. So starting in this little monkey hang. I'm gonna go for 3 breaths here. And now while we're here, I want you to think about shifting your hips side to side, side to side. Coming back to center. Ease off. Take a second. We're going to come back into that monkey hang. This is a lot on your hands, so if you need to take a break, feel free. It feels really good. I'm keeping my heels down this time, and I'm just going to twist side to side. Opening up, really feeling that thoracic twist. One more on each side. Whew. And shake that out. Take a breath. In this same position, it's the hip hang, monkey hang. It feels so good. And there's so many different variations that we can do. So we're just going to do a few of them, right? We did 3 already. And now from this hang, I want you to push the sticks down, open up, press that hip forward into a back bend. And then come back. I'm going to go fully for the side so you can see this a little bit better. So bringing those sticks in line with my feet basically, reaching up high. I'm going to hang. Lift those heels off the ground so you can really feel this hang if you'd like. And then you're going to just bring your heels down, turn those arms out, and find that back bend. Pushing those sticks down and rotating your palms forward to come back into that hang. We'll do one more. Feel that wave your body's doing as you go into that back bend position. Back down. Press up. Whew. Shake that out. We're going to step into a little bit of a lunge here. So I'm bringing the sticks. My feet are together. Sticks are about 6 to 8 inches in front. I'm going to step 1 foot forward so it's right in between the sticks. 1 foot will go back. And this lunge can be as big as you feel comfortable. So just pressing those sticks down into the ground if you want to bring the sticks to create that arm line, that little arc. Feel free. And then we're going to open up. Push the stick down, come back to center, other side. Push the stick down, come back to center. Push down to bring my feet together and switch sides. Both sides of the bodies are not equal, so whichever one is tighter, be kind. Just allow it. We're just kind of exploring today. And then open up. Nice lateral line twist. Open up. Maintaining that lunge position. We're not moving into like a warrior position with that back foot. Push the sticks down to come back to center. We're going to do one more on each side. Step that foot back. Find that lunge. Adjust the sticks if needed. And then open up. Look back towards that stick. And switching sides. Back to center. Push the sticks down to bring that foot up. Last one of these. Step back into that lunge. And twist to open. using these sticks for stability, but also allowing me to get into a deeper stretch here. Coming back to center, other side. Back to center. Push those sticks down, step forward, whew, shake it out. One last move. We're gonna bring these sticks way out in front of us, and they're gonna rest on your shoulders. So it doesn't really matter if you have an anchor point, you're just kind of putting them out there in front of you, and then the ends are resting on your shoulders, and these are like little railroad tracks that your hands are going to use as support. So we're going to do a really juicy, wonderful hamstring stretch right here. One foot steps out, heel is down, toes are lifted. The other foot, you're going to have a nice soft bend in that leg, and you're using these sticks to bend, push that butt back to just wherever you feel that stretch. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground. You don't have to have a full bend. You're just going to where you feel that stretch. And hold for 3, 2, 1. You can walk your hands up the sticks to give you an assist to come back up. Staying on that same side foot, we're going to do 2 more here. So sliding down the stick, nice soft bend in that posted leg. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you can grip onto the sticks and help you come back up. 1 more here. Any adjustments you need to make, go ahead and make them. And here we go. And usually, by this 3rd one, I have noticed that for myself, I'm able to get a little bit deeper. I can really feel that hamstring. Whew. And you can push down on the sticks to give you an extra assist. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walking yourself up. Other side. Sticks rest on your shoulders. Heel touches the ground, toes lift up. And slide. Woo! Yikes, this side is tight. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulling yourself up. 2 more here. Slide down. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently working your way back up. Last exercise here. And nice soft bend in that posting leg. Got a little bit further. That's all we're looking for. That and the awareness that we are able to do these things with this little bit of assist. It's nice to know, right? And gently walking your way back up. Whew. Thanks so much for joining me. This is day 1, so make sure if you liked this video, click that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you know about day 2 coming out this week. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoy teaching these classes, and I'd love to hear what you think about them in the comments. So keep me posted. Let me know how you feel and how you're getting on.